Thankfully, she had Sophie to talk to, making her feel comfortable. They're turned into each other here.
He always exchanged words with everybody because it didn't matter what anybody was doing in and around the estate here and everywhere else. They all meant a lot to him, and he always took a very personal interest in everything that they were doing.
Whispers swept through Buckingham Palace long before the announcement was made, but nothing prepared the royal household for the moment.
The idea of being able to bring some change, not overly radical change, but changes that I think need to happen.
Prince William quietly approved a bold and unexpected change, one that directly reshapes the future of Duchess Sophie's children. Courtiers described the atmosphere as electrified. As centuries-old protocol suddenly collided with a modern decision, no one saw it coming. While some celebrated the shift, others fear it may spark a ripple effect across the monarchy itself. So, what pushed William to authorize this unprecedented title change? And why is the palace trembling today? William's quiet power move. For months, there has been tension behind the palace walls, but now it has turned into something much bigger than anyone expected. A significant move by Prince William has just shaken Buckingham Palace to its core. He has approved a title change that few thought he would actually choose. This situation doesn't involve the usual royal drama, but focuses on two lesser-known figures, Lady Louise Windsor and her brother James, Earl of Wessex. This isn't just a simple change, it sends a clear message about the direction William wants to take the monarchy as he prepares for his future role. The royals have been trying to balance tradition with the modern world. With King Charles III facing health challenges and the royal family's popularity declining, William seems ready to change the traditional royal approach. Now at the center of this shift are two young royals, Lady Louise, who is 20, and James, who is 16. They grew up away from the public eye, as their parents, Prince Edward and Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, wanted them to have a normal childhood. They even chose not to give them royal titles at birth. However, that private life is changing. Buckingham Palace has announced that Louise and James will take on more royal duties. This move puts them closer to the heart of the monarchy than ever before. The announcement was brief, but its impact is significant. It marks a departure from Charles's vision of a smaller monarchy. Initially, many thought the future of the monarchy relied only on the king, Prince of Wales, and Prince George. But now, William has stepped in to fill the gaps as he takes on more responsibilities. Inside sources suggest that Charles's health issues have prompted this urgent transfer of duties. With Charles reducing his public appearances and Harry and Meghan stepping back, the monarchy seems stretched thin. Promoting Louise and James isn't just a fix, it outlines a new royal strategy based on reliability and loyalty, reflecting the steady influence of their parents. Not everyone supports this decision. Some experts see it as a necessary move. Others worry it may lead to more title changes in the future. Amid all the discussions and opinions, one question stands out. Why did William choose Sophie's children for this? And what does this decision reveal about the future? Stay tuned as we explore this further. How Sophie's children became the future of his inner circle. Prince William's push to change the titles for Lady Louise and James, the children of Sophie and Edward, seems casual on the surface, but it's actually a smart move within palace circles. To the public, it looks like a simple family change. However, insiders understand its significance. William is shaping the monarchy he will one day lead, bringing Sophie's children closer to him. The number of working royals is decreasing. Older members are stepping back, Harry and Meghan have left, and Andrew's issues have ended his role in the family. William finds himself with a small number of royal supporters. He can't handle it alone, especially since Catherine is facing health issues. That's why he is carefully selecting his inner circle. He wants people he can trust and rely on during tough times. He is now including Lady Louise and her brother James in this group. William admires Louise for her calm demeanor, firm discipline, and commitment to duty. She spent valuable time with Queen Elizabeth II, learning directly from her during extended stays at Balmoral. William sees this as an essential link to the Queen's wisdom and ideals of royal service. Bringing Louise into the fold is not just a title change, it's about preparing the next generation. James, though young, possesses essential qualities such as loyalty. He is scandal-free, respectful, and grounded, exactly the steady presence that William needs nearby. The monarchy faces many challenges, and William sees Sophie's children as dependable allies without any drama. This move also strengthens William's position in the family by promoting Sophie's kids. It sends a clear message to senior royals. The future relies on trust, not just birth order. It diminishes Camilla's influence and sidelines Andrew's daughters, highlighting that William is choosing loyal supporters over traditional privileges. Additionally, it strengthens Sophie's role as a key ally. She has strongly supported William and Catherine, especially during challenging times. William values her not just as a senior royal, but as someone committed to the monarchy's survival. Supporting her children is his way of showing gratitude and preparing for future challenges. On the surface, this title change appears straightforward. However, behind the scenes, William is carefully building his support. This decision goes beyond just Sophie's family. William is preparing for upcoming difficulties and carefully choosing his allies. To understand tomorrow's actions, one should reflect on past events. The influence of the Duke of Edinburgh is still significant for the royals. His legacy will likely bring unexpected developments in the future. The Duke of Edinburgh's legacy. You can't talk about Lady Louise and James without mentioning their dad, the Duke of Edinburgh. This title is central to British royalty, rich in history and expectations, and it goes back to Prince Philip. Philip held the dukedom for over 70 years, making a significant impact on the royal family and beyond. When he married Princess Elizabeth in 1947, King George VI gave him the title of Duke of Edinburgh to honor his Greek-Danish heritage. The title became associated with youth programs, education, and environmental efforts. Philip's most notable achievement is the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, which has helped millions of young people by encouraging skill development and community service. Philip's influence reached beyond his family, affecting generations. His death in April 2021 shocked Buckingham Palace and royal circles. The title of Duke of Edinburgh then passed to his son Charles, who was Prince of Wales at the time. However, when Charles became king in September 2022, the title returned to the crown, leaving its future uncertain and starting discussions about who would receive it next. Many believed it would go to Prince Edward, Philip's youngest son. In 1999, the palace indicated that Philip and the Queen wanted Edward to inherit it when it became available, but after Charles became king, he took time to consider the decision. He planned to focus on his immediate family and to delay giving the title to his brother. Fans of the royals waited anxiously for news. Then, on March 10, 2023, King Charles III announced that he would give the Dukedom of Edinburgh to Prince Edward on Edward's 59th birthday. This surprised many and brought relief. Buckingham Palace stated, "The King is pleased to confer the Dukedom of Edinburgh upon Prince Edward on the occasion of His Royal Highness's 59th birthday. This title will be held for His Royal Highness's lifetime." For Edward, this recognition came after years of working on his father's charities and supporting the royal family. However, there is a twist for Edward's children. Unlike many dukedoms, this title will not pass to James when Edward dies. Instead, it will go back to the crown for future kings to decide who gets it. Experts wonder if the title could eventually go to Prince Louis, the youngest child of William and Catherine, keeping it within direct succession. For James and Louise, this means they have royal ties, but must find their own paths. The Wessexes are certainly part of the royal family. However, they are navigating a world where tradition and new ideas intersect. Edward has long been in the public eye, but now attention shifts to James Alexander Philip. What will happen next for the young Earl of Wessex? Stay tuned as we explore this story. A royal rising star. Buckingham Palace is preparing for new times, and many are looking closely at one of its less publicized young members, James Alexander Philip Theo Mountbatten Windsor, known as James, Earl of Wessex. At just 16, he holds a unique position in the royal family. In 2024, he will be 16th in line for the throne, a significant drop from 8th position when he was born during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. He has a privileged start, but his parents have worked hard to keep him out of the public eye, unlike many of his royal cousins. James was born on December 17, 2007, at Frimley Park Hospital, a quiet place for royals near Bagshot Park. His family chose to maintain their privacy at his birth, avoiding the media attention that often surrounds royal births. The 1917 letters patent could have granted him the title of Prince James, but Edward and Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, decided on Viscount Severn instead, reflecting her Welsh heritage. This choice sends a strong message about valuing privacy over the public spotlight. In the early years, James's life was calm. He attended Eagle House School in Berkshire, a respected preparatory school, and then Radley College in Oxfordshire, one of Britain's top boys' schools. His parents emphasize education, balancing royal responsibilities with personal development. He has made a few public appearances, including his first on the balcony during the 2016 Trooping the Colour ceremony. He also participated in significant family events, such as the Queen's 2022 Platinum Jubilee and Charles's 2023 coronation. A poignant moment for him came in September 2022. After Queen Elizabeth II passed away, 14-year-old James stood vigil with his sister Louise and 6 cousins by their grandmother's coffin at Westminster Hall. This display of respect showed maturity beyond his years. As he approaches adulthood, many wonder what role he will take in the monarchy. The title Earl of Wessex suggests he has an important place. He will be able to choose his royal title at 18 in December 2025. People say his calm demeanor reflects his father's style, and he may prefer to stay in a supportive role rather than take on frontline duties. However, the royal landscape is changing. With Prince William focusing on engaging younger people, James may find his path shifting. This changing environment might lead James to assume a more official role or continue to have a subtle influence behind the scenes. Regardless, as the Earl of Wessex, he is establishing his identity, blending royal duty with his own unique approach. James's story is just beginning, and attention is also turning to Lady Louise Windsor, who may be the next royal to watch as her journey unfolds. The hidden gem, poised to redefine royal life. James, Earl of Wessex, grew up quietly, but now his sister, Lady Louise Windsor, is gaining attention in the royal family at just 21 years old. With support from Prince William, many are curious if she's ready for a larger role. Louise was born on November 8, 2003 during a medical emergency, which required an emergency C-section. She has developed into a graceful young woman known for her humility. Unlike her cousins, she kept a low profile while going to St. George's School in St. Mary's, enjoying her teenage years. Her closest relationship is with her grandfather, Prince Philip, with whom she shares a love for carriage driving. Louise has made elegant public appearances at events like Trooping the Colour and the Platinum Jubilee. One memorable moment was the vigil for Queen Elizabeth II that she held with her brother James and cousins. In 2022, she became the first royal to work at a garden centre and started studying English at the University of St. Andrews. This led to more speculation about her future in the royal family. Now in 2024, she has joined the University Officer Training Corps, possibly considering a military career. As the granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II, Louise adds value to the monarchy. While James deals with his royal title decisions, Louise could create her own title, bringing fresh ideas to royal duties. The key question is how her mother, Sophie, will shape her future. Stay tuned for updates on her journey, the quiet power behind the royal legacy. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, played a key role in the royal family without seeking the spotlight. She showed strength, loyalty, and hard work. When she married Edward in 1999, she became an essential member of the monarchy. Insiders say she was one of Queen Elizabeth II's closest confidants, especially in the later years. They would spend time together at Windsor Castle, talking about family issues, royal events, and the challenges they faced. These meetings showed the Queen's trust in Sophie, particularly regarding the younger royals. Sophie made a name for herself through charity work and her royal duties, gaining respect without being in the limelight. Unlike other royals who often attracted attention, Sophie focused on being reliable and graceful. However, she missed out on a chance to become even more prominent. After their wedding, people expected Edward to be given the title of Duke of Cambridge, a prestigious role. Instead, after watching the movie Shakespeare in Love, Edward liked the Earl of Wessex character and asked Queen Elizabeth II for that title. The Queen agreed, so they became the Earl and Countess of Wessex. This choice shaped their future. By not taking the Cambridge title, they avoided early pressures and built a respected reputation over time. Recently, Edward and Sophie received the titles Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, honoring Prince Philip while also marking the start of a new chapter. Together, they managed their family life and royal duties, creating a strong foundation for their children, James and Louise. Looking ahead, many wonder how the Queen's legacy and lessons will influence the future of the monarchy and who will leave the most significant mark. How her will reshape the royals. Buckingham Palace is changing under William's leadership, but the focus is still on the impact of Queen Elizabeth II's passing. Her death has led to significant changes in the royal family's relationships, properties, and finances. Elizabeth ruled for 70 years, facing wars and cultural changes. She left a legacy that Charles and his team must balance between tradition and modern life. While the world mourns, discussions about her private will and estate are quiet. Royal wills are usually kept sealed for protection, and Elizabeth's will likely follows this practice. The Crown estate is worth £16 billion and will remain as it is, while her personal wealth is estimated at between £370 million and £500 million. With Charles as king, it is clear that legacy is more important than wealth. He will inherit the Duchy of Lancaster, worth over £600 million, while William will take on the Duchy of Cornwall, valued at over £1 billion. There are rumors that Charles will retain sentimental estates like Sandringham and Balmoral, but plans for these properties remain undecided. Elizabeth's extensive jewelry collection will be divided carefully, with some pieces going to Camilla, Catherine, and Princess Charlotte. As Charles leads and William prepares, their choices aim to make the royal family more relevant. What do you think about the importance of titles today? Share your thoughts.